Mango is a sweeper. He's a special sweeper. I'm a wall. And let's talk about a couple things in Big House. Number one, the hot topic. Are players getting paid enough? Oh, you thought the hot topic was something else? No. No. On Twitter, everyone's talking about whether or not top players are getting paid enough. Hold on, let me look. Hold on. One of the hardest events of my career was Low Tier City 7. Yeah, he was in Losers. This is the first time I had seen him in Losers before Top 8. 30K people were watching during Grand Finals. He made $1,200 for first. That's pretty fucked up. Now, some people believe that, you know what, Hungrybox makes a lot of money elsewhere, so who cares? And that's not really the point. The point is that for the amount of work that you put into Melee to succeed in Melee, the payout is not nearly even close to enough. But yeah, some of the comments I'm seeing is like, well, don't they get sponsorship money? It's like, you asshole. Like, that money is money that they earned a different way. What we're talking about, however they make their money, doesn't matter in terms of the topic at hand, which is, for the work you do at a Melee tournament, are you getting paid enough? The answer is no. It doesn't matter where else you're getting money. Okay? Doesn't matter where else you're getting money. Well, let's say you work a job. Okay, on Wall Street, you work your ass off for like 12 to 16 hours on one day, and then they don't pay you at all. And then you go, shit, this sucks, I need to get paid. And then everyone's like, well, aren't your parents rich? Aren't they paying you an allowance? It doesn't matter where else your money is coming from. It's just, the point is, if you're doing work, you should get paid. Just because someone has money does not mean they don't deserve the money that they earned. Yeah, it's just this whole, like, why should I feel sorry for them? They're getting paid to play a video game. As if that doesn't take a lot of work, as if that isn't hard, as if that counts as a bit. Like, look, being a pro video game player is great. I'm not complaining about it. It is fucking fantastic. However, if you think that every time these people go to their weekend tournaments, that they're just having the time of their lives playing video games, and that it isn't work, you are completely mistaken. It can be work and still be fun, right? Don't get me wrong, this is the best job in the world for me. But it doesn't mean that whenever I travel that I'm just on vacation, having a ball. No, I'm stressed the fuck out. I'm like dry heaving in the bathroom sometimes because I'm so nervous. I am on for the whole day. Probably like 10 hours if the bracket schedule calls for it. I'm waking up at a certain time. I'm eating certain things. I'm warming up at specific hours before the match comes up. And if I need to take a break, I take a break. I try not to socialize with things that are going to distract me, or I distract myself if I'm thinking too much about the tournament. But I'm not just sitting there, look at me, just playing video games. Is Smash harder than an accounting job at Big Four? Only no in the sense that I enjoy it way more, but yes in the sense that a lot more people can have a job can perform a job at an accounting Big Four than people that can succeed at a tournament for Melee. Fendi's take was trash. That's what I think. Fendi's take was trash. I love Fendi, but that take was trash. We love Fendi here, okay? We're not hating Fendi, but this is a weird take, right? I know both sides. I know what it's like to be a sometimes top player, and hold a 9 to 5, 9 to 8, 9 to 10, 9 to 1 a.m. gig. If you're trying to make money, if money is your goal, you shouldn't be getting into Melee. But that doesn't mean that you can't fight for more money in Melee. Commentators get paid more than most players, yes. Outside of like, okay, for example, okay, I know Vish got paid like $3,000 for Big House. So, I'm fucking around. That's not true. Don't listen to me. I am so kidding. That's not what he got paid. No. Some players or some commentators get paid, like, let's say a really good paying event is going to cover a commentator's like hotel and travel and probably pay them anywhere from like $750 to $1,000. I'm talking like a top tier commentator for a great tournament. Okay? And according to the Big House payouts, that is more than like 7th place. Is it more than 5th place? I'm not sure. But either way, do you guys think that an unsponsored player that probably had to pay their own way to Big House, placing 7th or 5th, should be getting paid less than the commentator? I mean, I don't think so. I think commentators should get paid just the same, though, if not more. Right? Basically, we just need a hell of more money here. But y'all wouldn't understand that because you guys have never worked a 9 to 6 gig in your life. And you don't know what real work is. And you're sitting here wanting to get paid for playing video games over a 2 to 3 day weekend? Please. You don't not get paid for having a kind of off day at your job. Like, let's say like a guy who's like testing the safety of a nuclear facility. Okay, they probably can't have an off day. That's hard. And they probably shouldn't fuck up on any given day, right? But a lot of jobs, I'm not naming any specific jobs, but a lot of jobs, you just show up, you do some shit, you go home, you're getting paid. That's it. You're not competing. You're just getting paid. Right? You got to do a decent job to keep the job, but in the end, right? Hungry Boss could just fuck around one day, get 9th, and then he gets 0 money. Or, you know, Fiction has a string of bad tournaments, and then look at that. He's not a sponsor prospect anymore. Right? There's a lot on the line. Come on, Fendi. You know better. I didn't even want to talk about it. I was going to tweet in response, but I didn't want to because I love Fendi. But then you guys brought it up on stream, so I had to talk about it. But I don't like this take at all. I love Fendi. I don't love this take. But yeah, I've done both. I think competing is way harder. For sure. Easy. But yeah, this was sad. This is the best take, I think. I made more money than Hungrybox did at Low Tier City for dicking around at the blackjack tables yesterday. Oh, baby, we made some money yesterday. That shit was sweet. Yeah, I made 1K and then Mango made 5K. We were both at the same table, except I left and Mango stayed, and he just... I had like one bad hand. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I've made enough money here. But he kept going. Mango didn't stop, and your boy made 5,000. So that means he made more, right, at the table than he did at the tournament. Oh, that table was hot. Vish owes me a tweet. Has Vish tweeted about it yet? Okay, so basically Vish wanted to get into my hand. He wasn't sitting at the table, but he wanted to play his money through my hands. And I said, my hands are hot. I'm not just going to let anyone get on these bets. He's like, come on, let me play it. And I said, you have to say, please bet for me, daddy. And then he didn't want to say it. And then I'm like, okay. And I throw in $150 on my bet. I made $150. And he's cracking up. He's like, God damn it. It's like, dude, just let me bet. I'm like, no. You want this money, you got to say, please make me money, daddy. And then he's like, I'm not doing that. And then I made another 100. And then... So then on the next hand, he grabbed 50 and he whispered in my ear, please make me money, daddy. And then I threw it on the table and then he started winning. And then he kept winning. And then he had no problem with it anymore. He's like, thank you, daddy. He kept whispering, daddy, please. And he'd give me another 100. He'd hand me $100. Daddy, please. And I'd make him another 100. Easy money. Louder. Oh, it's great. And then at the end of the night, he said, like, he's like, this was so funny, blah blah blah. And then he's like, should I tweet it? And then I said, yeah, I'll pay you 25 bucks if you tweet it. I don't know why I said that. I made so much money that I was just making stupid ass decisions. And then he's like, all right, pay up. I'm like, $15. And he's like, okay, pay up. And then I give him $15 in cash. And he owes me a tweet now. I don't know why the fuck I paid him $15 to write a tweet. But he's going to write one. He owes me. Oh, dude, everyone made money on that. Shelly made like 1,000. I made 1,000. Neeks made like 1,000, 2,000. What'd you make? Mango made 5,000. That table was busted. Like, it was so bad that they straight up had like 2 floor people sitting there the whole time. They tried to get us off the table by raising it from $25 to $50 for a minimum of a bet. And then we still didn't leave. And we just kept making more money. It was ridiculous. I'm kind of mad I ever even left. I could have made more money. That shit was hot. Maybe that's what these top players need to start doing. I don't see the big deal. I don't understand. Why do people complain about Smash payouts being low when all they have to do is just go to the casino and double their winnings? I don't fucking get it. Just go to the casino and make your money. Kalindi has been getting really upset at my luck because I also, when I'm winning, I talk a lot of shit. I'm really annoying when I'm winning. And he says, you know, one day, Hugo, you're going to lose $300 in a poker game. And you're going to think, oh man, that was a bad game. And you're going to move on with your life like everything's going to be okay after that. No, no, no. You're going to lose 300 one game, and then you're going to lose another 200 the next game. And then another 300 the next game. And you're going to be in such a deep hole, you're going to wonder what's going on with your life. That's what Kalindi said to me. He put that curse on me. And I lost $300 at Chillin' Dude's house playing poker. And I started to believe it. And then this weekend, we went to the poker table. I made 100. Cool. Broke the curse. Went to blackjack. Made 1,000. Cool. Nice curse, Kalindi. Meanwhile, I think Kalindi lost money. That's what he gets. That's what he gets.